Just a quick note before the video starts. I apologise in advance for the very numerous amount of accent changes that happen. Try and stay, connected. It's a bit hard when I keep changing voices all the time, but yeah. Anyway, so that's that. Enjoy the video and the fan art, which I drew, obviously. Pony in Hyrule by Pushi2009. I forgot to say the author's name in the last one. Chapter 2. Meanwhile, in Equestria, Pinkie Pie was just getting into bed for the night. She was actually tired for once, as she and the others had spent the whole day looking for Fluttershy. The only part they could find was her saddlebag.
"Oh, I hope she's okay,"
Pinkie Pie said to herself.
"She could be anywhere."
She was just about to fall asleep when she started to shake up and down very quickly.
"My pinky senses are telling me that something unexpected is going to happen."
Then she was engulfed in a bright white light.
"Ah!"
She screamed as she was sucked in. Then she was gone. Pinkie Pie awoke to find herself in a large field. It was night time.
"Where am I?"
she said. There was a forest in front of her, but not the Everfree. Behind her was a large town, with a huge castle in the centre. On the edge of the forest there was a house. She decided to go into town and asked where she was. That was a mistake. Dun dun dun! Vio had finally reached the house. Fluttershy had fallen asleep on the way back. He unlocked the door and went inside. He carefully lifted her off his back and lay her down on the table. The sound of snoring came from a room to his left. The others were asleep. He wondered how they were going to react when they saw that he had brought a pony from a different dimension back home. Red would say she was cute. Vio couldn't deny the fact that she was very cute. Blue would just be pissed, like usual. But what would Green say? She had nowhere to go. Surely Green would want her to stay. I guess they never go in the spare room. He got some bandages from a cupboard and started to patch her up. Trying not to wake her. Her wing looked nasty, and he saw it was recently broken. That must have hurt. A broken wing with no help. When he had finished, he carried her over to the spare bedroom. She was very light. He guessed she hadn't eaten in days. He opened the door. He hadn't been in here for a long time. The room was very spaciousness and had no windows. He put her in the bed and blew out the candle. "Good night, Fluttershy," he said, as he closed the door on the sleeping Pegasus. He plopped down on his sofa and in the living room, not wanting to wake the others. He fell asleep almost instantly. Vio yawned as he opened his eyes. He checked his clock. 7:30. "I'd better go check on Fluttershy," he said. He walked over to the spare room and was just about to open the door when... "Vio!" It was Red. "Oh, hello, Red," Vio said. Where were you?" Red asked. "We were getting worried." "Well, you see," said Vio, "I found this Pegasus in the forest after I left the house last night, and she can talk. Her name's Fluttershy, and she had many injuries and was starving, so I'm letting her stay here," Vio said. "Wow, awesome!" said Red. "Yeah, but she's very shy," said Vio. "She's just in here." "Ooh, can I see her?" Red asked. "Well, sure, but try not to wake her. I think she's asleep," Vio said, opening the door. Fluttershy was lying there, asleep and covered in bandages.
"Oh, isn't she so adorable?" said Red.
"Yeah, I guess she is," said Vio. She yawned and slowly opened her eyes.
Where?
She said, panicking. "It's okay, Fluttershy. You just fell asleep on the way back and I patched you up," Vio said.
"Oh, thank you so much. I was probably going to starve out there, and you saved me from that monster," she said.
"Yeah, well, I couldn't just let you die," Vio said.
"My name is Red,"
Red suddenly shouted. "You must be Fluttershy," he cried.
Yes, I'm Fluttershy."
"Oh, you're so cute," said Red.
"Oh, why thank you. No pony's ever said that to me before,"
she said, smiling. "No pony?" said Vio.
It's what we said where I come from."
"Hang on," she said. "In fact, where did you come from?" Vio inquired.
"Oh, I came from a place called Equestria,"
she said.
Equestria, huh? Equestria.
Vio thought. He had heard that somewhere, but he couldn't quite remember where. So that spell you tried opened a portal to Equestria, Red said, bouncing up and down. Yeah, like I said, Fluttershy, I'm sorry for dragging you here.
It's completely fine, she said. Red, you remind me just of my friend Pinkie Pie. You're always so energetic, she said.
Just then, a loud voice came past the doorway. Hey, Red, make us some breakfast. It was Blue. Get me some toast and bacon, he said, as he walked into the spare room. Blue froze. The absurdity of the whole situation hit him. Red and Vio stood beside a baby yellow horse that was lying in a bed with lots of bandages on it. What the fuck? Blue said. Fluttershy and Red flinched slightly at his language. Look, Blue, this may seem weird, but I found her in the forest yesterday. She's not from Hyrule, not even this dimension. I brought her here with that spell, he said, sighing. Well, what's she doing here? Blue said. She was hurt, hungry and tired. I couldn't just leave her.
And Vio saved me from a monster, she said.
Blue looked at her amazed.
Oh, I'm sorry, she said, looking away.
You speak? Blue said, astounded.
Yes, I can,
she said, still looking away. Well, you seem pretty nice, Blue said. All right then, let's get some breakfast. Hey, where's Green? Vio asked. The castle guard wanted him for something, so we left super early, Blue answered.
Okay,
Red said energetically. Blue? Bacon sandwich, he roared.
Vio?
Just some toast for me, thanks, he said.
Fluttershy, what do you want?
He said.
Oh, just a hay sandwich, please, if that's okay with you.
Hay? Of course, thought Vio, smiling.
Coming right up,
said Red, as he bounced out of the room. I'll grab some hay from the barn, said Blue, also leaving.
I can't thank you enough for what you've done,
she said again. No, I assure you, no need to thank me, Vio said. How are your legs doing? You all right to walk? Vio said.
Well, I can walk a little, I think,
she said as she got out of bed. Her legs were wobbly, but she could stand up. Good, now let's get some breakfast.